What's up, guys? It's time for the new dungeon tier list. I've been doing a lot of dungeon grinding lately, so it's time for us to show you guys the best units in dungeon. We're gonna go over the official tier list, and I'll give you guys my commentary as well. Let's get it. This video is dedicated to Rage Pirate. He's been asking for this for a while, as well as JMass and FaZe Yeager. Of course, mega shout to Mari, Dom, and the whole tier list teams. All right, first up we have the F tier. Now, honestly, I have used a lot of these units, and I will say that these units, you could probably get away with using them on anyone. I would say like 15 and below, you could probably get away with using these. But as soon as you get into like the muskrat sewers, it's going to be impossible. So keep that in mind. Now, some of them are honestly, they're not as bad as I would think. Let's go over some of their stats. All right, so Denji, the nice thing about Denji is I believe he hits pretty quickly. Let me check again. Stats. All right, 5 placements and 1 hit. Okay, that's kind of why he's so low on the list. Usually you want units with a little bit faster SPA than that. And bleed isn't really that useful. So yeah, I can understand Denji being that low. And we got some other ones as well. I think I have it on this account. All right. A lot of people are going to probably ask about Roy Mustang. Again, the problem with Roy Mustang is while he is burning, you guys can see 2 placements, single hit with a high SPA. That just... and not enough DPS. That's kind of, let's just say, a recipe for disaster. All right, next up we have probably the units you guys care a little bit more about, and those are the boss shield units. Now, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I use this guy right here, Tatsumaki. All right, and I also like to use this guy for shields. I don't know if they're the best shields, but that's what I personally use. As far as the official list goes, Gilgamesh is very good. If I'm on my main account, I'm definitely going to be using Gilgamesh. All right, yeah, my Gilgamesh is pretty freaking cracked out, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I need to level him up a bit and get him a better traits. So yeah, and get him an artifact. I feel like his DPS is going to go insane. And look at these stats, guys. All right, yes, he only hits once, but his SPA is so fast. It's very, very useful, especially if you can get like shield breaker on him or something. He is really good unit, good DPS and a fast SPA. Definitely one of the best shield breakers in the game. Hameru also has a fast SPA as well. Young Joseph, they have like that weird multi-hit. Let me see if I can show you the stats. I think I have one still on this account. All right, here we go, guys. I don't know why it says hits once. Okay, cooldown 0.15. Yeah, there you go. It goes all the way down as well. I was thinking about somebody else. I think it was Geo. All right, so Geo placements hits 1. I don't know why it says only 1 hit. Okay, it definitely does more than 1 hit. It's just kind of weird. I don't entirely know. It's a really weird formula with how these units work. It's like really complicated, but just know that these guys are half decent shields. Techie's okay. Superman is pretty good, and I will say if you do the guidebook, it is going to give you a free. Okay, I don't remember where it was. It gives you a free Tanjiro shiny. Keep that in mind for later. And you should also get a free Goku shiny, and you should also get a free Cyborg as well, which is going to help you out greatly. So those are good for shields. All right, support units. These are units I don't really recommend you guys use at all, unless you're like a new player. These are only okay for that, and the supports are just too weak to really use, so I can't really recommend. The one thing about Doflamingo is he has so many placements, which can be useful. So Doflamingo isn't too bad. All right, D tier. Okay, oh, they tripping on this one, guys. I'm gonna be honest, they tripping. All right, Tanjiro. I kind of like Tanjiro. I honestly think he's better than all of these units by a long shot. I use Tanjiro personally to get the 430. He's not the most cracked out, but he has 9 hits, guys. All right, and I believe that will shred shield. So I think he has a decent DPS and is good against shields. So in my opinion, that's really good. There's some other units. Goku, he does have a lot of placements, but again, I'd rather use Tanjiro. Zoro is nice because he's fully AoE, but the problem is his DPS is way too low. He's good at shields. He's okay, and the rest of them are just kind of mid, okay DPSs. All right, B tier, we have a lot of more like random DPS units. Honestly, Whitebeard, their just DPS isn't just like high enough. You're gonna have to have them shiny, like even with the Tsunami. I mean, Tsunami is good, don't get me wrong, but unless you have him like shiny or something, like it's hard for me to recommend. Like, look at his DPS, 85,000. I mean, if it's shiny, yeah, sure. You guys can see the DPS is gonna get a lot higher. Like, honestly, shiny Graybeard, absolutely cracked. And of course, I need to level up my prime one, and that's gonna get even more insane. Berserk Guts, he's nice because he has like really a lot of hits. I believe I have him on both my accounts now, so you guys can kind of see his stats. 10 hits, and then it goes down to 5, but single placement. Keep that in mind. All right, A tier, we have a lot more higher DPS units. All right, you guys saw this guy's DPS gets insane. My Dark Gone, honestly, is also pretty cracked as well. You guys can kind of see Dark Gone. Dark Gone. You guys can kind of see, I believe he becomes full AoE. His DPS is really good, and this is with only heroic. I believe his placements is 2, so you might actually want to consider getting Savior on him. That would not be a bad bet. Let me know if you guys want me to do some reroll videos. I have 1600 rerolls, so maybe we can go for like Mystic or something good on him. That'd be pretty fun. Megumin is another unit I personally like to use. I like her because she also has a nuke as well. Very useful, and also some decent DPS. And then the rest of these, I'm pretty sure they're just pretty good DPS. Let me see if I have Saber Altar. Yeah, I do. So Saber Altar, you guys can see your DPS is ridiculous. Look at that, guys. 987,000 with no trait, guys. And if we get any trait, it's gonna go over a million. Let me see if I can get a half decent trait here. Strong. All right, 1 point. Yeah, you guys can just see the DPS is absolutely crazy. I will say the stats are a little bit hard to use though. Cooldown, actually, no, that's not too bad. I think she does have a nuke as well. Makes her very nice. All right, meta support. So now these are the units that I pretty much always use. All right, I do like to use Tatsumaki because she's okay at breaking shields and has decent DPS. Now the Dragos, if you're on the higher waves, you're gonna really need them because even on normal mode, like the higher waves, you're gonna have to be, it's like, I think it's like a 2 to 3 billion. So keep that in mind, guys. So you're gonna really need to bring at least Rage Drago. Golden Drago's okay, but honestly, I might consider bringing all 3 of those Dragos. I actually did kind of like Blue Drago. He's not bad, especially if you're bringing multiple people. I will say Dungeon's a lot easier with multiple people. All right, S tier. Now we're just basically talking about units with some freaking absolutely crazy DPS. For example, we have Broly. Broly Ziva has some pretty crazy DPS. Crimson Hair Pirate Shanks. I don't remember if I have Shanks. I do. All right, Shanks. He is, I believe he's full AoE, and you guys can see his damage is pretty decent. Again, if you get him shiny, it's going to go absolutely wild. But 2 placements and really good DPS. And Monarch, honestly cracked out as well, but a little bit pricey. But again, these 2 are really good because of like either multi-hits or full AoE. And so these are the units you're going to really want to bring on your dungeon runs to basically kill the final bosses. If you're able to kill the final bosses, you're usually doing pretty well. So the mobs usually aren't that hard. So if you have any of those units, you should be absolutely cooking. So there you go, guys. There's the dungeon tier list. If you guys have any other commentary down below, let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.